Oh my god, it's
Listen.
time.
Oh, it's time for the girl, everybody. And
It's
apparently
time
I'm
for.
voicing her. I have to stretch my
God, I
arms.
hope you have fun.
I'm just gonna. It's just gonna be me yelling.
That's the best. I love yelling.
I can tell.
You're. Stop. Stop it. Stop
Am
it.
I wrong? Are you gonna look at me? You're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Yeah, Vriska,
You're
I'm
late.
voicing
I'm kidding. What if I just did my narrative voice like, You're late?
you. You're wrong.
That'd be annoying. Your
Anyway,
latest
all right.
narrative jaunt has you. Hello?
No, go. I was so used to narrating because I think I've narrated like the last two or three in a row that I was gonna start doing it, and I was saying like, "Oh, sorry, let me read it," and then I forgot.
Oh. I like clean off my mic. Your latest narrative jaunt has you walking down an Alternian shore. The two moons light up this beach cove in shades of pink and lime green, their reflections playing at shimmering patterns in the gentle waves. It would be beautiful, if not for the haggard, monstrous gulls picking the flesh from dead and pungently rotting fish, crabs, even one of their own. You keep your distance as they eye you warily, gore on their chipped beaks. These are not potential friends.
Agreed, Kira. We all know the one AMV with blue lips. Everyone.
It's true. You
It's
really can't.
it's true.
That's just ingrained in internet history at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Everywhere you jump, serendipity seems to guide your hand. But would it be right to call you fortunate? The night is cool, almost gold. You kick a pure white seashell down the beach. It skips gracelessly in the dark gray sand. You have brought friends together and just barely begun to master this tremendous and strange new power. But no, you think. You are not fortunate. As you walk alone down the sand that's still radiating stored up heat from the searing day, you feel a pang. Something is missing. You know you felt this way before, but you can't place when. You have a gulf within you, the width and breadth of this ocean. An isolation so plain, so true, that it seems impassable, invincible. You step on a weird bug and you don't even care. Yes, you are filled with a sudden, almost comforting conviction. Nothing you have done on your journey has really made a difference. If you can pick up and put down the lives of these alien weirdos and human weirdos and shake them like an etch-a-sketch when things go wrong, are you really accomplishing anything? Or are you just building shitty castles in the sand with flimsy plastic implements? Castles that won't mean shit for nothing when the tide rises? You've decided. You are a creature of solitude. You are a rock. You are an island. From now on, you walk alone.
Oh, an existential crisis.
There may be an angled
Were you gonna say
figure?
an anglerfish?
Yeah, I was like, wait, is this a pun?
thought
I
it was.
was really
I thought it
confused
was
for a
too.
second. Crouched with terrible posture on a dock ahead. Sure, that figure may be sitting next to an intriguing looking moored ship. Yes. But surely one glimpse of a potential life to meddle in won't immediately make you fall off the wagon back to a life itinerant
Itinerant.
friendship. One more time.
Itinerant. Itinerant.
Itinerant
Yeah.
friendship. Itinerant. Itinerant.
Like an itinerary. Oh, sweet, a new friend. I like the concept of falling off the wagon to make friends. Like,
I know.
out of all the wagons
That's
to
me.
fall off of.
That's me. God damn it.
Yes!
Ooh!
I like
She
her
looks so
music.
good.
She looks
I
great.
love her music. Haven.
We are... Yes, Haven! We are Vriska stands first and humans second.
You amble over to the girl hunched on the dock like the stupid Zembo friend slut you are, doing an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the wagon. She hasn't seen you yet, so you watch her like a creep. She's leaning over a complicated pile of papers, erasing boxes and filling them in again. Every once in a while, she pauses to roll various dice. As soon as you take one step onto the wooden deck, she looks at you and jumps with a feline quickness into a standing position, looking immediately ready for a fight.
Oh god, wait, what does Vriska's voice sound like when she's not yelling?
Whoa. Whoa?
I don't know. I don't know either. But I just know that every time I see this one reaction video of Toph from Avatar The Last Airbender, it's like, because you know Toph's voice is not low, but it's like scratchy and like really even. There's this one part, I don't remember what's happening, where Toph just shrieks like that really, like, you know that girly girl thing where like girly girls get mad and they just go like, what? Like, I can't even do it, but like it's just that shriek. That's how I imagine Vriska, but all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is fucking solo.
Let me see. I wish I was this badass.
It is badass. How do I do a voice without doing an accent, Logan? I've been practicing this stupid accent I want to use for Antares, by the way. It's really fucking hard to do.
Okay, do the screech.
Just like...
Jesus.
Whoa. Just when I see the 8 question marks, I assume she's going like, what? Vriska has good estimates. She does. Vriska always has good music. I just don't know, with Cartcat it's easier, because they talk about how his voice sounds. Vriska's like the only troll who I have no idea what she sounds like, because they never mention anything about the way she talks, I want to say.
Yeah. It's true.
Mm.
I don't know, I imagine like a pitched, like purposely pitched voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Pitched up,
There
right?
you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. What are you? That's not it, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Can we make Vriska extremely southern? No, we've had too many southern accents.
Yes,
We've had too many southern fucking accents. We've had like four. Dave, see, do an impression of Logan. You would make a good Vriska voice. Well, I think
Please.
Vriska's voice is just my voice when I play Apex, I think.
It's true. That's true.
That's true.
I've heard you scream, and I've heard when you scream playing Apex, I'm like, oh, Vriska jumped out. Oh my god.
Is it the
There she
Apex?
is.
Is it the Apex screaming or the horror game screaming?
It's the Apex screaming.
It's the
battle
Apex screaming. It's the game screaming.
Because you kind of... Yeah, exactly, because in Apex, when you scream, it's kind of like jovial, but also like terrified and
Jovial,
also, like...
terrified, and rage.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is a dyke indulgence sprite, I just want to say. As the resident lesbian of this chat.
Yes!
Delicious.
It's true!
This is a gay sprite. It's very good.
This is what homosexuals appreciate.
This is what them homosexuals say. I won't do a southern accent, Kira. We've had too many. I need to do more accents, though. In general.
What? What? I don't know. Oh, I just want to say, too, because I'm thinking about it, but you would make such a good, like, perfect Vriska cosplay.
Oh, thank you. It's because of my hair.
No! And the glasses.
And the glasses. You're right. Thank you. Everyone say thank you, Haven, for the Vriska sprites. Thank you, Haven. The Games
Thank
ones
you,
are good
Haven.
too, but we don't fuck with Games as much. But those are good. What about Welsh? God, can you imagine Vriska with the Welsh accent? I don't think I can do a Welsh accent. Also, anytime I try to do a British accent, I do run the risk that Hebby is here. and he's allowed to get mad at me because he does have a sort of Welsh. I think Hebby said he's from Wales but lived in Scotland for a while, so he has like a half Welsh, half Scottish accent. So basically,
Andrea,
no matter what I can do, he can yell at me.
Andrea, do a Brooklyn accent.
Hey. I was actually, it's funny because I was watching a video on how New York accents differ from Boston accents like 2 days ago. So you want Vriska to be like, I mean, the thing is, the Brooklyn connection is good because who else is from Brooklyn, Logan?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man! Yay, you got it!
For a minute, I was like, fuck! Why would you ask me that?
The thing is, that's hard with accents, especially American accents, is it's hard to do one without doing a really strong one. Like, because we already have American accents. It's hard to not be like, hey, forget about it. What are you talking? Fucking call a taxi.
Fucking call a taxi.
The first time I ever spoke on the internet, I got told I sounded British, and I still don't understand. Kirdo, what? Kirdo has, like, a kind of southern accent.
That person, was that person from America? I've noticed that, you know, the accents get really, like, switched up in, like, the perception of, like, other people.
People from California will hear a Minnesota accent and be like, oh, are you from Sweden?
Stop.
Am I wrong?
No. Stop it. Fuck you, I watched Fargo. I'm cultured.
What? Well, fucking, why do you say it Fargo? Like it's 2 fucking words. I've watched Fargo.
I'm John Egbert now. I'm John Egbert.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the Egbert now.
See, I honestly think the way you inflect your voice naturally is very Friska.
It's very Vriska. You're talking about vacillating rapidly between mumbling and screaming. Is what you mean.
Yes. I just love it when you scream. Because I'm like, yes, I can this. I can kin to this.
Thank you.
Fargo, John Egbert.
Wait, is that... Am I not understanding this reference? I thought we were just making fun of John.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Gardner, what kind of accent?
Oh, it's because...
Wait, no, go ahead.
Oh, the reference is that John Egbert splits words unnecessarily.
Oh yeah, well Lisa said. Okay, no, I kind of remember that. I thought, yeah, okay. Sorry, when Umbrella said Fargo, I thought it was a specific reference, and I was like, when the fuck did John reference Fargo? Like, I don't remember Homestuck, but I feel like I would have remembered that. Every day when it comes to splitting words, I think of... Is it Roxy who says, who are you? But she doesn't put an apostrophe, so it looks like she says, who are you? And Mina goes, what?
Yes.
And Roxy's like, you know what the fuck I said.
Yes!
I live in Tennessee, but my voice has this weird...
I feel like Roxy definitely has a New York accent somehow, some way.
She has strong New York energy. Like, really strong New York energy. It's true.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Where are you?
What the fuck did you just say to me? I love Roxy. I stand the fuck out of Roxy.
Roxy is the best. Literally. Like, literally.
Also, I just realized, Logan, I like how your diagnosis... Again, these are the parallels, Woken. Your diagnosis for what voices I should do for John and Vriska, which I just realized, coincidentally, I'm voicing both of them, is just my voice, but slightly different. For both of them. John is the calm voice, Vriska's the playing video games voice.
It's true.
It's true.
Really true. The kin jumped out.
The kin. Apparently I can't. You just assigned me Vriska kin.
I'm sorry. I know that's not your thing. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I like
so
Vriska.
But that's not kin. That's not kin. And I'm sorry.
That's true. I don't remember enough about Vriska to know if I kin or not.
We kin June Egbert.
We do. I kin June Egbert, you kin Jade. And if I halfway kin Vriska and you halfway kin Vriska, then together we're one whole Vriska. Exactly as God intended.
Just fusion.
Yeah, when June and Jade do a fusion dance, they turn into Vriska. That's so fucking stupid.
true.
They have the little earrings.
Listen
instead
to
of
me.
fucking Vegito or whoever. And the names, like, you know, in Fusion, the names are always two names put together. Or like Steven Universe, where it like kind of makes sense. It's June and Jaden instead of being like anything that makes sense. It's just straight up Vriska.
Just Vriska. It's the sprite version of Vriska too.
Yeah.
Like, you just have this
Two
really nice
full body
animation.
pictures of June and Jade, and then the nice animation, and then it's just the little sprite of Vriska.
Listen to me. Anytime a prospect goes like ham, they are kidding Vriska.
You're
That's
not wrong.
how it works.
Well, the thing is, because when you were joking about just a moment ago, if you remember, you were trying to assign me Vriskakin. You do have Jade Vrisrezi as a favorite, and I was like, well, if you're the Jadekin, then for friendship reasons, that checks out. Maybe I was the Vriskakin all along. Vriska's hair is like if you mix June and Jade's. You might be onto something, Kyoto. You're not wrong. It's like if you got a scene kid haircut and then stopped caring at some point. And it just became this. I do like how it kind of looks like a spider, though. I think it's funny.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it looks like a... What's that one Pokemon called? That's the big spider? The yellow one? Galvantula?
Oh, I am the fucking wrong person to
I know
ask.
you are. I know you are. You know like 4 Pokemon?
I know. I'm visually...
Visually,
I'm like
you know most of them.
Yes.
But by name?
Don't...
Mm-mm. You're like, who's that orange
don't know
bitch?
that
The one that
bitch.
flies? I'm like, Dragonite?
The one that flies. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
Galvantula. I can usually get the names if I think about them first. The reason that quiz is so hard is because I haven't played like 2 generations of Pokemon. Also, we're supposed to be playing this Homestead game. Sorry, we got very sidetracked. But it wouldn't be us if we didn't get sidetracked.
It's true.
Anyways, what are you? I was trying to read the I'm too used to reading the narration.
Stop. That's my turn. It's my turn.
I have Umbrella.
Mom says I get narration today.
We did need time to
fucked up.
appreciate you.
That-
No, I knew what
I
you meant.
fucked up.
Umbrella, all I'm
I
gonna say
fucked up.
is I've been a Grookey stan since day 1 because I love monkeys. Where the fucking Sobble and Score Bunny stands now? I'm just saying. I was right, like I always am.
Did their final evolutions come out?
Yeah, do you want to see how
Are they
horrible they
ugly?
are? They're all ugly.
Yes!
Score bunnies are...
Oh no. How
They're
many
worse
people
than
wanna
I could have
fuck 'em?
imagined. Wait, hang on.
Are they fuckable?
A little bit. Kiro, are you no spoilers? Because I'm sorry if that's the case. I won't talk about what they look like and I won't show them on screen. But what I am saying is Score bunnies are worse than I could have imagined. And that's all I'll say. And Grookies is fine. I don't love Grookies. I don't hate Grookies. I think it's fine. Although, I think all the middle evolutions are terrible looking. I'm not a fan of what the... I mean, the thing is, though, these are leaks, and I'm not sure how official they are. Because I think at this
They
point...
just psyched us out.
No. I think at this point, people have gotten really good at faking leaks. Like, insanely good, to the point where most leaks you can't tell the difference until the game comes out.
Oh, sneaky. Sneakers.
Well, yeah. Because a lot of people make evolutions for fun, and then some people make leaks for fun, which I think is also cool. Sobbles, I like Sobbles better than Score Bunnies. Score Bunnies look so strange to me. I'm not
Andrea, send it to me in Discord. Please. I don't know how to Google.
I know you don't. that's why Logan's like, what the fuck happened? And then I'm like, give me a minute. Internet detective, Lotus Loves Lotus is on the case.
Andrea really is like my lore master.
It's true. It's true.
She's like cloaked and shit. Every time I like come like crawling to her with my ass up in the air, like, please, lore master, I don't want to Google shit. Just tell me what happened.
Wait, I'm only getting fan leaks, or like fan evolutions. Where are the actual leaks that came out?
Drama.
Well, it seems like they're just not as popular on the internet, is what it looks like. Which isn't that surprising. Oh, these are different leaks than the ones I saw, and I also hate these. Also, Vriska's theme, I was thinking this earlier, but it sounds a lot like the theme from Spy vs. Spy, which is a video game that 4 people played. Oh, here you go, Logan.
I'm so excited.
I won't show them on screen or anything, because I know a lot of people like to remain unspoiled, so we won't fuck y'all up.
I can't wait to see how ugly these are.
I'm not fond of them, that's for sure. I don't like a lot of the general new-gen Pokemon designs. Yeah, Grookey's is fine. I mostly agree with that, Gardner. I don't like a lot of the designs I've seen from this gen, but the previous gens I like just fine. It is a different style.
Oh, these are terrible! Why are they both like this?
Umbrella! All I'm saying is the Sobble leak looks like they're from Hazbin Hotel. No! I hate that you're not wrong. I hate that you're not wrong. I really do.
This doesn't make any sense. They usually always like... Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
To me it makes sense, actually. I don't know.
It does?
To me it makes sense. Okay, you want to know why, Logan?
Why?
Because for the past 3 gens, Pokemon has made the starters adhere to a theme, a collective theme. Like, all together. So, like, in X and Y, they were, like, traditional classes. A mage, a rogue, and a tank. So Chespin ended up being the tank. Greninja, obviously, is the rogue. And then Fennekin evolves into a mage. And then this one, I'm not as certain, but to me, at first, it looked like it was supposed to be 3 different traditional British sports. That's what I thought when the game first came out, and we saw Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. I thought it was going to be Scorbunny is football, aka soccer, obviously. Grookey is going to be cricket, because he has a little bat, and then Sobble is going to be fencing. But that's not what these look like at all. These look
what the fuck?
Weird as shit. I don't know what this one's theme is supposed to be. Also, in Sun and Moon's theme was circus performers, I believe. So Primarina was like the singer kind of performer, and then Incineroar was like a wrestler, a strong man, and then Decidueye was like a sharpshooter or something.
I don't like it.
I saw someone say Sobble's final evolution looks like a gay man who's about to say something racist. That's also not wrong. Wait,
That's
Logan,
not wrong.
do you remember season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
Do I?
That's the one that had Asia in it.
I think so.
The Sobble final evolution looks like Aquaria.
Stop.
I'm not wrong, and that's why you hate it, because I'm right. It looks like Aquaria.
I hate everything. This is so disappointing. This is so sad.
The Scorbunny one's really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I dislike the lizard one even more.
The lizard one is too, like,
just a person.
It's too Gardevoir. It's too whatever the fire. It's Fennekin breaks in Delphox. It's too Delphox. It's too like we want you to fuck this Pokemon. Look at its sultry eyes, and I just am uncomfortable. The Scorbunny one, however, it hits me directly in the uncanny valley, and it's boring.
Yeah.
It looks like someone tried to make a sexy Roger Rabbit.
Aww. Fuck, dude. Where's the monster? Where's the monster?
Where is the monster? You're not wrong. Still gonna buy the game. Yeah, I probably would too. I'd like Scorbunnies if it didn't have those weird legs. Its legs are weird. Goddess! Hi, Goddess! Hey, Boo Boo.
Goddess?
You're here just in time for the beginning of Vriska's route that we keep interrupting to talk about other things. You're playing Vampire still, right? Probably? Yeah. Go follow Goddess. They're super fucking cool and a very good friend of mine that is getting into streaming. And that's exciting.
Yay!
Yay! May I have some blood? Ooh. We were just talking about Pokemon leaks, but we're done now. Kirito, if you're out there, we're done now. Sorry.
We're done. We're gonna do this. You raise your hand in a pathetic, sort of innocent and weak motion, which, for you, is basically any motion.
Oh, I love this sprite. I love Vriska's anime nonsense when she has it. Y'all missed the blood. Oh. Actually, wow, we did have a lot of blood earlier, didn't we? I forgot about that.
What?
You good, Nate?
What?
Wait a second. You're that weirdo that was bothering Kanaya, aren't you?
Yep. You're exactly that weirdo. And now you're here saying hello to a new stranger and maybe make a new friend. Isn't that great?
Great, just what I needed. More meddling. I know I'm the coolest, but I'm kind of busy right now. Big campaign tonight.
Dude,
is that good?
You were so good at campaigns. You tell her... Oh, wait. What the fuck? My brain turned off for a second there. You are so good at campaigns, you tell her. You're all about hope and change. You helped Al Gore hang a Chad, tip a canoe, and Tyler, too.
What the fuck are these old people jokes? Al Gore? Al Gore? Beyonce was Al Gore? What the fuck? How old is the person who wrote this? When the fuck was... When was Al Gore even running? 2008?
No, 2001.
Oh.
That was, yeah, that's the Bush election.
Wait, I thought it was... Oh, wait, no, yeah, 2008 is the Obama election.
And it's when Homestuck started.
That's also correct. Wait, so... Oh, that's right, no, he was part of Clinton's... And then, okay, so 2000 then?
Yeah.
Who's making these jokes? Listen, Logan, obviously both of us were alive for this, but still, we were, like, not old enough to remember.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know who the fuck Al Gore was until I was at least 13.
Me neither. Well, also, because, you know I love The Simpsons as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And The Simpsons has so many political jokes, when I was watching The Simpsons as a kid, they constantly referenced Al Gore, and I never knew what the fuck they were talking about.
I know what you're talking about! I think that's the only reason why I knew who Al Gore was.
Me too, I think I asked my parents who was, hi Nardo, listen, I'm not shaming you. Also, Al Gore, decent guy, it's just very, for Homestuck, it is a very strange reference to make, in my opinion. Yeah, sorry, Skylar, we're talking about Al Gore now.
Well, the person who wrote it, I guess, used to work as, like, a political writer.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, Futurama made fun of pretty much every political figure and also actors ever with the head in the jar stuff, which is good. Futurama was good. But, I almost said Superman. The Simpsons had took a lot to understand as a child. Referencing Al Gore and shit. Anyways. What even the fuck are you saying? Don't call me dude. Or anything else for that matter.
You mean you're down to help? Maybe be her campaign manager?
Oh my god, this is how me and Logan met.
This is
literally how we met! I said I have a big campaign tonight, except it was a D&D campaign, which I think is what Vriska's getting at, or whatever, fucking troll D&D.
Yeah.
And that's how me and Logan met. Wow. And now I'm her manager. Dude. Oh my god.
Dude, it's almost been 2 years, right?
Yeah. It's almost been 2 fucking years since me and Logan knew each other. Can you believe that?
Amazing.
Stupendous. Wait, what's the Lady Gaga? Amazing, iconic. Beautiful, incredible, iconic, never been done before, insane. Innovative, you're right. Oh god. Every time I see an exclamation point at Vriska, I'm like, oh dear. What am I gonna have to do? Ha! 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 I'm the captain here, buddy. But as it happens, I'm currently all out of first mates. Wanna be... I almost tried to say swaggy. That's not it. Wanna be a swabby? I love this Vriska sprite, like, a lot.
Yes,
and I don't know what it reminds me of. I do love her fucking claws. Haven gave him some fucking claws, and I like them. What does this Vriska expression remind me of? I can't, like, put my finger on it, but it's something.
It kind of reminds me of the wow.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Komeda? No, I never was a Danganronpa person. But that's funny.
Oh. It's like a boat thing.
Yes? Yeah. Like, every time... Vriska has so many panels so far that are just one word. I just want to add a bunch of words. Yes? Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's why there's a boat there. What are all the papers on the ground for?
They give you Undertale Deltarune vibes. Maybe that's it. That might be it. The campaign, dumbass! They're the character sheets for me, the greatest petticoat seagrift ever to sail the 8 seas. One of our friends was raised in a cave and she still... Wait. One of our friends was raised in a cave and she still knows what flarp is.
Well, you can zap over to the cave and ask her, then. Her look of indifference is immediately placed with a tilt of the head, as though your threat to leave caught her attention.
Ew, not unless you want to smell like cat piss for weeks and get high off secondhand nip. Look, it's simple. Pick a name and roll up some stats. For example, I am... Is this supposed to be said with a French accent or no? How
yes.
Vriska's very extra. Do you think... For example, I am Marquise Spinneret, Mindfang. I'm the Scourge of the High Seas, an undefeated champion of naval flarp. My colors on the horizon turn even high-bloods into sniveling cowards.
You say that sounds really cool, but aren't troll names 6 letters long? You mean, you've only met a couple before this, but for some reason, you have really strong sense of the rules here.
I'm in character here. Try to keep up.
That's me. That's me whenever I have to do character voice.
No, I'm nice to you about character voice. Well, actually, I do remember. I think you were the first person to actually do a voice. And everyone was very shy, and you were just, and you were just like, yeah, fuck it. Started doing an Amity voice. And that's the moment that I was like, oh, I like this person.
God, how did the Amity voice even go? Fucking god damn it.
That's the one. Except I think at the time you couldn't keep it as even. I remember, like, all of us kept laughing whenever we tried to do voices, but I think it was really hard for you to keep his voice low.
Yeah,
I want to say I remember that, yeah.
God, do you still have the recordings from that?
I think I do. I don't remember. I might have deleted them because I was running out of space. However, there are 2 people who I don't think would want them to be released, but maybe I could...
No, definitely not!
No, yeah. But maybe it... I think... Let me see. Wait, no. Old campaign. No, Wait, no, I have the first one. I wouldn't upload it, but maybe I would upload little clips of us yelling at each other. Okay, anyways.
You guess that explains the outfit. She seems really into this. Maybe weirdly into this. It's all a bit intense. Isn't this just a game?
Flarp is more than just a game. And I'm the best there is. How about this? If you agree to make a character and sail with me, I'll tell you my real name.
You look at her elaborate costume over at her ship and decide, why the hell not? You've already made your friend bed, now you have to sleep in it.
God, you said this exact thing earlier. It's like you knew. Wait, also one thing. Is Vriska's costume that elaborate?
No, she just put a fucking robe on.
It's just a coat and a belt, right?
Yeah, literally.
Is it supposed to be implied that MSP reader thinks that the arm and the eye patch are part of the costume?
Oh!
That's what I was thinking.
True.
But also, MSP reader has seen some shit so far. Wait, is Vriska blind in one eye?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was for the flarping and then an actual thing happened much later, or if it was always a thing.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she lost it with the arm.
Ah, yeah, that's right. I always forget. That's true, she is blind in 7 of her eyes. My bad. But I always forget the order that things happen in. Because that's make her pay, right?
Yes.
That comes like way after you meet the trolls, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like not chronologically, but when you're reading it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
That shit was
chronologicalness of Homestuck was just fucking like
clusterfuck.
honestly, Homestuck's actually a really simple narrative plot, but
Yeah.
Hussey was like, I'm just gonna fucking.
It's like fucking. It's like some scenes in Kingdom Hearts where people are like, oh, Kingdom Hearts is so hard to understand. Like, it's actually really, really crazy. And it's like, it's not. It's just that all the cutscenes are out of order, and also there's no dialogue in most of them, or the dialogue is stupid bullshit. Well, we can't open our eyes to the door to darkness. And it's like, yeah, Mickey, you said that 6 times already. Give me the lore.
Aw. I love your Mickey voice. It's so good.
Thank you.
See, I can't do impressions. I can just try to flex my throat and see what
it's
comes
hard.
out.
I can't think about it because I remember reading something or watching a video on something about accents or voices or something like that. And also, I remember being a kid and having a couple friends who liked to sing, and they would try to explain things to me. And they'd be like, oh, you have to, sing from your chest, or you have to constrict your diaphragm. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. What are you talking about? Like, what? I can only do impressions because when I was but a child, the Fateful Chocolate episode of SpongeBob came out, and I immediately knew that I had to be able to do the old lady's voice. So, now I can do a few voices. Kingdom Hearts is a simple story. Most people are just too lazy to play all the games, also because money, just because they're side games, and then get mad when the side games have vital information for the main plot. I find the Kingdom Hearts lore is hard to explain, but simple if you actually watch it. Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. I think the only thing that I always get confused about is there's the Heartless and then the other things, and nobodies, and they're opposites. So the Heartless are the ones that don't have hearts, but they're like little shadowy thingies. And then the nobodies have bodies and act completely normal, from what I remember.
Don't the nobodies get created when Heartless are made?
Yeah, it's like two halves, I think. And the clones too. I get confused by who's Norded. Yeah. So many Nords. Wait,
I love
did you read
doing
this?
that. It's so fun.
It is funny.
What?
Oh, that's true. There are the
What's
collections on the Vriska.
Not that you're going to sleep or anything. That would be patently ridiculous.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's walk you through this. You should be flattered that a master gamer like me is giving you the full tutorial. I had to read the books myself, with no help. The first thing you do is roll values for each of the 10 dice roster. Simple, right?
She pops a huge bag of dice out of her Sylladex and starts handing groups at a time. You roll 2d4 for Dice Rostrum, Throne of the Empress, and get 2 1s. You roll 66 for Dice Rostrum, Conductor Stand, and 6 fucking snake eyes stare up at you from the wood of the dock.
I'm gonna grow up and be a master gamer like Vriska. Yeah, also they're released out of order. Since I tried to read up on lore, I missed from not playing a couple games, and it was really not easy to understand, but then I watched them and it was simple. Yeah. Especially because it's when it's all in a row that it's hard to understand. I love the stat bat is the first and most important of the flapstractions. You'll be something. This really is exactly what the D&D things look like, Logan. And you know that, but it's like a Flarp has a simple creation process, and you're like, simple?
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 Wow. You're really bad at this. Wow, I like how there's only one option for everything so far.
It's so funny.
You gotta just take the insult, Logan. You gotta just take the L.
Just gotta fucking take the L. You've gotta hand it to her. When she's right, she's right. And she's right. So, she's right.
Why is this so much like a conversation between you and me? This is getting kind of weird.
We have entered the uncanny valley.
It is. It feels like I'm watching me and Logan talk to each other, except I'm more mean than usual.
just what Vriska is!
That's true. Vriska's just me, but
devil
meaner.
On your shoulder. Little devil on your
Vriska
shoulder.
did nothing wrong and is never wrong. Wow, maybe I was Vriska-kin all along. Who would have thought?
Andrea really hasn't done anything wrong. Imagine.
That's true.
Being
So
like
far,
that.
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong since I was like 13, which I think
Everybody give Lotus Loves Lotus a hand.
Thank you. I've never done anything wrong
in
my life.
She's never done anything wrong. Now stop.
Is that a tweet or what? That's like, I hate it whenever people, like people threaten to get dirt on you and you're like, what the fuck are you gonna get dirt on that I said something awkward when I was 15? The fuck are you gonna do? Yeah, this is why you take standard point spread, I agree. I don't know, I think it's a tweet or something that says, it says something to the effect of, someone threatened to get, oh wait, actually no, this might be a John Mulaney joke. And he's like, someone said that they were gonna get dirt on me, or people talk about how I should be careful with my, internet stuff because people will find out stuff about my past, and I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna find out? That I do nothing for my whole life? That I was kind of mean to someone on a bus once? Thank you guys. Also, yeah, I agree, Skylar. However, if you guys have played D&D or know about D&D, you probably know about Wild Mages, which is like a really heavy, well, it's not an RNG class, but basically if you get a crit, which is obviously an RNG thing, then you have to roll on a giant table and something will happen. And sometimes like nothing of import happens, like, you know, some birds appear or something. Sometimes you'll set yourself on fire. Sometimes good things will happen, like you'll turn the enemy into a potted plant or something. But my first character I made, which, like usual, like most people's first foray into D&D, I accidentally made a Vriska. Because at first I was like a very serious player, and this was a normal wild mage, and I liked fire spells because I was 17 and had no creativity. However, as the campaign went along, I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just make the most RNG heavy character in the universe. And I rerolled all my base stats with no point buy, just regular rolling, all my HP, all my everything, and I took like something that made it a higher chance that I would get wild magic surges, and all my rolls were good except for my HP rolls. So I was just this disgusting glass cannon. And it was the most fun I've ever had playing D&D, maybe, is just being my character and nuking shit on accident. It felt good.
What an icon.
Thank you.
What an icon.
She was accidentally a Vriska. She's evolved since then, but at her core, Antares is still a Vriska.
I feel like every interesting character has a little bit of Vriska in them.
Yeah. Every good female character is at least partially Vriska.
That's because it's the insanity.
It's the feminine rage. And
it's the feminine rage.
It's the feminine rage. Wait, Lisa, what was your first character? I love D&D. Sorry we keep getting distracted from Vriska. Unfortunately, me and Logan have been here for 2 hours, which means that our minds have gone. Because that's what happens when we are left alone.
I'm not a person anymore.
Me neither. A rogue, nice.
High five, Lisa. Yes.
This is the worst Vriska speedrun I've ever seen. You're right.
You've finished all 26 dice rolls required for this game, and you've gotten the lowest to each one. What rotten luck.
Also, I agree with that, Umbrella. All of my former D&D characters whose, like, their campaigns don't exist anymore, I have just converted into NPCs for my campaign that I'm gonna run, because it feels right. Knee deep in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I'd argue to anyone who's listening that Edelgard is Vriska and Jade. I don't know who that is, but get it. I have never seen anyone roll this low before. I didn't even know you could get a 0. It's okay. We can save this by putting the stats in the right place.
She flips to another page of the player's handbook that shows you the attribute of Flarp. For some reason, you can read them, despite just arriving on this planet for the first time. Right?
God, I hate having to read these words. So your Vim, Grit, Pulchritude, and Grace combine with real-life vitals to make your HP.
What? Real-life vitals? Your body is weak and shitty! Is this some kind of hardcore game? The most dangerous game? If you die in the game, do you die in real life?
Yeah. You didn't know?
The sheer combined shock of what you don't know could kill an elephant quicker than Thomas Edison trying to discredit an immigrant.
That's a funny fucking line.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
That could kill an elephant quicker than Thomas Edison trying to discredit an immigrant. You get to roll again when you level up, so you won't be so pathetic forever. I mean, if you survive. But with a scourge like me at your side, you're on easy street. I'm jealous of you, really.
You gulp and nod. Okay, let's finish this.
Also, God, Lisa, the crit.
The Marquise grins. Her lipstick smears a bit where her fangs jut out. You'd think that's just how it is for trolls wearing lipstick, but Kanaya's was perfect.
Messy bitch. We stand.
She pulls an 8-ball out of her pocket and smashes it, suddenly and violently, on the dock. You jump at the noises. At the noise, not noises. She looks at you, pitifully, and then decides not to make fun of you.
You can sense it.
Out of the wrecked plastic sophistic sphere, a gross fucking grubby worm appears. It's like the size of a wiener dog. It's wriggling. You see that it's pulsating. Covered in the blue-tinted family recreation water, once inside an 8-ball, the grub's swollen ovipositor listens. It extends to deposit a massive brood of eggs, each glowing in the center with a slowly pulsating LED light.
I know how I feel about whoever wrote this using the word ovipositor instead of cloaca. I'm looking at you real funny right now.
This is so fucking gross. You look away and try heave a bit, leaning off the dock. So far this game sucks ass.
Jig. Don't tell me you've never seen a game grub before.
You tell her you have never seen a Game Gut before. Also, maybe she should give a CW before she makes you watch a thing that includes a glistening ovipositor?
What?
Aw, shit. Yeah, that was pretty gross. Here. You bring up the pause menu, click on warnings, and give it a read before making an informed decision. Have those been here the whole time?
Have they? I think they have. Wow.
Ah! Crazy.
Oh jeez, they just showed up last fucking. Wait, can we hang, I wish I could unclick it, but I like no warnings, one line, couple words, one line, couple lines, one line, one line, and fucking Vriska's, which is like 4 lines. Well, I guess there's those.
Vriska taps her foot impatiently while you fuck around on the game client. For some reason, seeing a full list of content warnings isn't easing your anxiety about what's ahead. It reminds you of something that once made you really angry. In fact, you're especially worried about the gore and death tags. Maybe you should just peace out of this? That's from...
I love it when the games make fun of their fans.
Yeah. That's from when the epilogue happened. I think they're talking about the content warning reaction.
That's right. I was also thinking of in Friendsim. People got mad about somebody.
I think it was actually...
It might have been the little clowns or someone else.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the other one.
Root. It was Larynx. Okay.
Yeah. There's basically no harm whatsoever.
Next to Link.
Was it the clowns next to Link?
Well, because they had gore and blood. I don't remember there being gore and blood in Lynx.
No, but Lynx had some weird stuff in it.
Lynx was fucking weird as shit.
Like, there was a content warning where it was like, you can just leave because this is not going to be this is not going to be a route that's going to be easy to digest.
Yeah, we played Langsroot, unfortunately, Gardner. I can't believe that refund award. And
I know!
it was really weird and unpleasant, and people have already said everything about Langsroot that needs to be said, but I personally don't believe it needs to exist, and I'm not sure why it does, or who thought it was a good idea. But that's me. Also, rest in peace, Umbrella. I'm sorry. Much to think about.
Umbrella! There's basically no harm once.
Go look. I was just praising the chat real quick.
There's basically no harm whatsoever in you yeeting out of this one, and it might save you a drowning for good measure. Not that flirtation with dangerous ends is exactly rare for you.
I agree, Nate. I agree. Lank looks really cool, and conceptually was really cool, and then choices were made. All right, what's your options, Logan? Is Peace Out? It's probably the bad end, right? Like that one seems a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know how it could be one, but let's see.
It's usually the second one they try to like fucking get you.
Yeah, the first one's usually more obvious.
You know what? You're not feeling up to the tabletop gaming today. You close your eyes and feel yourself sink into another narrative.
Wait! Your loss. Oh, Vriska.
Aww.
I love her.
Sad. I know, I love
Sad
her
girl
so
hours.
Sad girl hours.
Let's fucking play Flart, baby.
You know what? You're an informed reader and a prepared gamer. You've got this. You ask Vriska what's next.
Ooh, all the FMA references. Not up for TTRPG's unrealistic mood.
She points to one of the glowing, blinking eggs, which is hatching a pixelated-looking bat. It flaps its way into the air with a high-pitched squeak and starts glowing and projecting a holographic image of a torch.
Alright, all you have to do is assign your dice roster on your attribution sconce.
What?
Pick your best and worst stats. Your top 2 stats determine your starting class. There's a lot of classes, but I'm already the best one.
Alright, well, that seems simple enough. Drag attributes into the dice rostrum you want to utilize for them. This decision is permanent, so make sure you're satisfied before pressing finalize and ensconcing them.
I like how it changes to fucking, like, generic video game fonts.
Yeah, right?
Also, that would have been cool, Gardner, but unfortunately we had to have whatever that was. Okay. We're gonna need to make some saves, Logan. We're just gonna make a few of them. There are an awful lot of stats, Logan.
God, there really is. Let me look a little bit closer.
Yeah, this is Vriska. We should just press random, right? Aren't all of our stats bad? Aren't they all as low as they could be? What's it? Pulchritude. Your suaveness and hard-boiled credential is important for any action that requires charisma. Okay. Appetite. Hunger and enthusiasm. High appetite makes you more effective in combat, while low appetite improves your passive healing. Your vigor, primary component of HP. High vigor makes you durable, while low makes you more dangerous when you're vulnerable. Ability to maintain poise and smoothness, paired with dex for intricate tactics. Leverage is the foundation of the balance of power between clouders. Man grit. Grit isn't just for men, but it is what helps you live safe or keep your cool when you're wounded. You get away with mischief. Rascality is your compliance matrix defense. Imagination. Your inventiveness, highly useful for all classes when clouding. The measures of your finesse, paired with GRA for intricate tasks. Your sheer confidence. High hubris lets you overrule your clouder more successfully. Low hubris increases your compliance matrix offense. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of other trolls. I don't know how much of it will matter. Well, Logan, I think we need to do this in the spirit of Vriska.
Yes.
Which I've already pressed the randomize button once, so I think we need to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just whatever the fuck this is. We're a fortified legate. How does that feel? It feels very Star Wars to me.
Good.
That sounds like
yeah,
Star
that feels
Wars.
good.
All right, good.
Oh my god, it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Your 2 highest attributes are... Oh, sorry, you're right.
Hello?
I'm sorry, I'm too used to it. Logan, I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Your 2 highest attributes are BIM and leverage. Your starting class will be fortified legate.
I'm not sure a scrawny nerd like you can handle armor. A max level petticoat seagrift and a level 1 fortified legate. Not exactly the meta strat. You're lucky you're paired with the #1 gamer on Alternia. Before I can carry you to victory, we need just one more thing.
There's more of this bullshit? What now? Is a giant sandworm gonna poke its head out of the sand and puke up some more fucking game mechanics that will be described in excruciating narrative detail?
Quit being so dramatic. Your character needs a name.
Oh, a name! You already have one of those, though. You told Jaded already, but man, you're not feeling as comfortable with it right now for some reason. Why is thinking of yourself as a distinct being with an identity and a history feel so uncomfortable? What's wrong with you? Might as well just make up a character name.
Oh, jeez.
I think... Amity.
Well, wait, is there... Okay, so... I don't remember all of the fucking character names. But is it usually like Vriska's where there is a title and then a first name and a last name?
I think it's any name you put in. Like any kind of name.
We become the ultimate life form, Logan. I should save? Okay.
I think...
We're just putting hella saves everywhere.
Let's see what happens when we put Terezi in.
Okay. Wait, what is Terezi's character's name?
Red Glare.
Red
Glare.
Is it just Red Glare?
Yeah.
Okay. Read it, you bastard!
Oh! I was reading it in my mind!
I know you were!
As soon as you say it, Friska narrows her eyes at you. Without warning, she pushes you off the deck into the briny Alternian waters.
There's not even a thing. Well, I mean, we have to do this one, right?
You smell poop, Lord.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Oh shit, wait, I thought something would happen. Hold up. We also have to do, Eridan's, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it just Dual Scar, or does he have more stuff?
I think Dual Scar would be suffice.
Yeah, Dual Scar. Wait. It didn't work.
She only cares about Terezi.
Which is very valid.
Eridan.
I'm not gonna fucking be named Dual Scar. Fuck him. Let's pick a different name.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we should have our troll name. Which is we can be like this. Wait, is that no?
Lotus. Logan. Yes,
I think I put too many letters. I think I put 7 for both of them. Wait, I keep putting too many fucking S's. There we go.
I know, you took off an S and then you gave it back.
I typed it back on like a dumbass. There we go, it's perfect.
Yes, this is who we are.
This is who we are. One whole life form. Well, also, I needed to figure out my little horns. I need to figure out my troll sona. Yours is already so good, Logan. What if your name is Vriska Circuit? Oh fuck, you're right. That's smart. We can't. I mean, I don't want to do just Marquis Spinner and Mindfang, but we'll see. Vriska Circuit. I cannot stress this enough. No fucking doubles. Nice.
That's so funny.
I think I saw that screenshot on Twitter, but I didn't know what it was about. I need to make a troll song and then force Logan to draw it.
Yes, I will. I will.
Because yours is good, so we need to have equal power.
I still need to make our troll cards. Like our call cards.
Oh really? That's spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Nate. You want to know what mine look like for fan art? I completely forgot about that. Oh, wait, did I show... Nate, I didn't get to show you this, but okay, so for anyone who doesn't know... That's not the right fucking link. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm an Aries. However, I'm bougie, and I live by the ocean. So, being Rustblood just isn't correct. So I decided that I would take the other things, Prospit and Light, and plug it into the thing to find the Aquarius one. Because, number one, that makes sense. Number two, that's my moon sign. And I got a sad jack-o'-lantern man for my sign.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's so funny. So that's my sign, I guess. The rest we'll figure out later. Lois is a Rustblood, spread it around. I don't know, Skylar. I could have your head for that. Anyways. The Marquise welcomes you aboard her ship, Lotus Logan. Such a stupid fucking name.
It's so fucking funny. As soon as you confirm your name, the other eggs start squelching and cracking into more little flying holographic biotech projectors of various shapes and sizes. Moths and dragonflies and lightning bugs zipping off into the distance.
Not every Aquarius is Eridankin. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Disgusting.
Hello? Wah. Vriska capture logs. I don't read. I just say. If I don't know what a word sounds like, I just absorb what the letters look like in my head and I move on in reading.
Me too.
All her various books and character sheets, pushes her eye patch glasses up the bridge of her nose and clambers up the gangplank of her ship, which you see has a name painted on the side in cerulean script as you follow her.
Yeah, you do. You have a point, Kyoto. Get her, Jade. Blood, I guess, is the joke now.
Get her.
Oh, I guess this is my voice. Brigantine. Doesn't that just mean boat? Hold up. Doesn't brigantine just mean boat?
Here, hold this.
A brigantine was a two-masted sailing vessel. It just means boat! She named her boat the boat. Logan, that's like if I named my vehicle Ford.
That's so funny.
Here, hold this.
Shh. Vriska hands you a rope and you hold on to it, keeping the mainsail rolled up as she scurries to and fro, aft and bow, across the deck of the ship, making adjustments.
Oh no, Nate. Skylar was saying that he's Capricorn, but as anyone does not like Gamzee and loves Nepeta, and as such is a Leo. Bodie McBoatface. Exactly.
You watch her try to tie a double bowline, but struggle with dexterity of her mechanical fingers, swearing in frustration under her breath. You politely look away and try to make idle conversation.
I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. Listen, it's a Sona. It's whatever. It's whatever you believe in your mind.
You ask her for end of the bargain.
What?
Her name. You made a character. She tells you her name. That's the deal. She secures another rigging and stomps back over to you.
You haven't really made a character until you're in costume?
Is your fit not already fresh? Perhaps even the freshest?
Here.
She dumps an extra outfit out of her inventory, looking almost exactly like an earlier version of hers. Smaller, with amateur stitching.
You will. I said no doubles, but you will kin me.
It's what she does! She did the exact same thing to John!
I know.
It's so funny.
I can't sit through and through. I have no real chance to try to pretend I'm not. That's valid. I'm saying, with how Homestuck described the Aries, I was like, that is not me. And also, we're bougie, so what can I say? What can I say, Logan?
I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Wait, can anyone guess Logan's sign? Logan, don't say anything. Well, I mean, you can read the thing, but I mean, don't say anything about the sign, because I feel like you don't. No one guesses your sign right, and I didn't, and I'm usually good at guessing them.
Nobody guesses my sign.
Yeah, we should
Nate,
say it doesn't
what is my
necessarily
sign?
correlate to the Sonas.
I love hearing people guess. I'm just I'm like on my throne, like smirking, like.
Based on Logan's personality, we're gonna keep reading and let all the guesses roll in, and then we'll come back to that in a second, when everyone gets them.
You put on a big bridge coat and feel super badass. She looks at you, tilts her head to evaluate, and then grabs a jaunty hat, feather and all, from her Celodex and pops it on your head.
Nice. Alright, my name's Vriska. Vriska Circuit, don't you forget it. That's some anime shit.
Vriska Circuit, I know!
Don't you forget it!
Satisfied with her preparations, snatches the rope from you and lets it go, unfurling the mainsail. She practically skips the captain's wheel, ready to steer the brigantine out of the harbor.
Hi, Hanu. Okay, the votes are in. So we have we have 2 votes for Virgo, 2 votes for Sagittarius, 1 vote for Libra, 1 vote for Gemini. Well, like half a vote for 1.5 Sagittarius votes and half a Scorpio vote. I would assume, however, part of that is because Umbrella follows you on Twitter and knows. But you're a fucking Scorpio, and I can never believe it. I can never believe it.
I'm a Scorpio. To be fair, I am
half
on that cusp.
Yeah, you're on exactly the day that Sagittarius switches to Scorpio, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I always thought you were a Sagittarius because I was like, I always hate Scorpios, historically. And then I met you, and then shortly after, well, not that shortly, like a year later I met Jack, and you're both Scorpios, and I was like, well, shit. Maybe it's not true.
Maybe you need to look past your preconceived notions, Andrea.
My preconceived notions, sweetie, are that I've met several Scorpios in real life, and they've all been giant cunts, so I just assume.
Well, that's what you get for living in the South.
You're not wrong. But I get along with all the Sagittarius I meet, which is why I assumed you had to be one. Scorpios are assigned Vriska at birth, it's true.
It's true.
I think Gemini is a fair guess as well.
Oh, Kirito, it counts.
It does count.
Your thought vote counts. And I am a cerulean blood, Cholsona.
Yeah.
It just fits good. Like, the love of things.
Valid, Nate, valid. Being on a cusp, you might want to check your birth chart, because I thought I was a Leo all my life, only to discover I was barely a Virgo. We've looked at Logan's whole birth chart, and she counts as Scorpio, like, barely.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have the pop
directly in the center of Aries, and most of my family members are Aries, and it's a disaster. Just saying. I've told you this, right?
Yeah.
Me, my mom, my brother, and my aunt are all Aries. And I think
I was about to say, that's why you and your dad have the best relationship.
It's because he's the only one who's not an Aries. My dad's a Leo, I think. Wait, he's either a Leo or a Cancer, I forget. Hang on.
I'm gonna guess Cancer.
He seems like a Cancer, but I think he's actually a Leo. I always forget what the dates are. Hang on. Let me make sure I get my dad's birthday right. Because I was a kid who always got June and July mixed up, and his birthday is, I believe, July 25th. So I'm pretty sure that makes him a Leo. Right? Yeah.
No,
he's a Leo by like 2 days, but he acts like a Cancer. He's the least stereotypical Leo I've ever met in my entire life. A lot of my family members either share the same sign or are born on the same day. It's weird.
What's October again? Like October 9th?
Scorpio. Wait, no.
No.
What the fuck is before Scorpio? Libra. Right?
That's my mom.
Oh.
That's Lori. Lori's a Terezi.
Wait, no. Or is that still Sagittarius territory? No, yeah, Libra.
No, Sagittarius is it's December.
Oh, that's right. Sagittarius is after. I got them mixed up. Got them backwards.
You're so silly. And you've read Homestuck. You should know this.
I should. I'm trying to think, because my mom's birthday is April 1st, My brother's is March 30th. Mine is April 10th. And my aunt's is, I think, April 15th. We have a lot of spring babies. My grandma's also in May. Early May.
Wow.
Wow. Anyways, enough about that.
Real name basis is one step closer to friendship. Though, for a moment, you feel like you got told that name already.
Oh, jeez.
Your brain is messed up enough without remembering stuff that maybe didn't happen in canon. If canon is even real thing that means anything anymore. Your unsettling metatextual introspection is interrupted by Vriska shouting.
That's all of Homestuck right there.
That's right!
Your metatextual introspection is interrupted by Vriska shouting. Roll for initiative! Oh, jeez.
You hear the buzz of projector bugs boarding your ship, and soon 4 flickering holograms appear on the main deck, looking like lurching zombie trolls. You already hear dice rattling on the deck, and you look over at her to cheat and figure out what you need to roll.
Alright, I'm starting with an 18. Looks like you gotta subtract the modifier. 19, huh? Guess you go first, Lotus. Looking to keep fucking forgetting.
This is it. It's LARPing time. You look down at the piece of paper with your abilities on it, ready to cast Magic Missile or Bugsby Grasping Hand or some shit. You pick the top attack from the list. It's your special class ability. You channel the spirit of Fortified Legate, point straight at one of the holographic zombies, and yell that you're casting Social Homicide.
Good.
You grab a d20 and blow it on in your hand. Your Lady Luck. No snake eyes. Under gambling terms. Whatever. You let the... Who the fuck?
Icosahedron.
Kate, stop with these words. I don't read. A tabletop destiny dropped through the air, awaiting the result with bated breath.
Dun dun.
You got a 2 and miss. God damn it, that's me! I did!
I still have the picture you drew of Amity, where he missed with his little axe and he just holds it in his hand and he's like, I suck. Oh wait, Vriska laughs out loud. I have to do. Check out how a real gamer does it.
Then she shows you a real gamer does it. Over the course of this and the next 4 holographic encounters of ballooning complexity, tediousness, difficulty, and word count, she just rolls so many goddamn dice and keeps track of so many goddamn stats. You're overwhelmed, bewildered, and tired of doing math in pencil by the time the last squid-themed hollow monster dies. You were worried about the danger of this game before, but it seems like the only way you're gonna die today is from fucking boredom. Then you spot it. A schooner painted all in black emerges from the fog. You shout to Vriska that there's a ship on the port horizon. Vriska looks right? Does she not know the difference between port and starboard? Huh. You point in the proper direction, and she gives that mischievous grin of hers.
Now it's time for the real action. We've entered the PvP-enabled zone.
She puts aside her character sheets and dice, drawing a blue saber. She holds it in one hand, the ship's wheel in the other one, in the other.
That's the Rue, the ship of Dreadclaw Ophelia. Top of the Naval Flarp leaderboards. She's got a whole crew on that boat. But she's just another rich sea dweller with hired help, and she's been too scared to face me.
Vriska's pointed her ship straight at a Rue, and you've picked up speed. You can make out a troll girl with finned ears in a gaudy purple outfit that you describe as sexy pirate Halloween costume from the world's most bougie party city, Dreadclaw Ophelia. It's absolutely garish compared to Vriska's more normcore approach to RP activewear, but dressed much more humbly than the captain are a bunch of lowbloods standing behind her, clutching shitty rusty swords and shaking.
So let's bring the fight to her.
You're not slowing down. You're pointed straight at the enemy hull. Vriska steers your ship directly into the well-pointed schooner, and you struggle to keep your feet at the shock of impact, which knocks the violet blood in her front enthralls to the deck of the Rue. She yells over the din of horrific wood-on-wood screeching.
God. I knew it would happen eventually. I knew the yelling would happen. Wait, how about I do it from far away? This is from the perspective if you're on the ship, Logan.
I'm ready.
Hey, Swami!
That was good. That was super good.
Thank you.
Everybody clap.
Oh, it was still happening. Fuck. Wanna be really good at sword fighting? We're just yelling.
You look at her with stars in your eyes. Yes. Yes, you do want to be really good at sword fighting. You nod eagerly. And she underhand tosses you blue-hilted saber, which you catch eagerly.
Oh, we do catch it. Work.
Vriska grins back, puts her hand to her temple, and squints with her one good eye. The 7 red dots of her prosthetics seem to smear and blur as your vision loses focus. You've managed well to this point as first mate of the brigantine, but your sea legs seem to give out on you all at once. Oh no, mind control. You drop the sword you were just given, and it clatters to the deck.
Why'd you give us the sword?
You try to tell her something's wrong, but your mouth falls open, you drool a bit. A dull pain gains a sharp and sudden clarity. It feels as though 8 spiny legs are crawling in your head. No, in your head. Each footfall feels more like a knife cutting through the butter. So she tried to, I think, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
At some point, all sensation slips into nothing, and you follow the sword to the ground, asleep.
What the fuck? Wake up, moron!
You don't hear that, and you don't wake up. The salt and swell of the ocean gives way to the rustling of alien trees. No longer do you hear the scream of gulls following your ship, waiting for corpses and gore to tumble overboard. It's all peaceful. Consciousness returns to you, and its first present is the discovery that you're face down in slightly wet dirt. Some got in your mouth, and you spit it out and sit up, brushing muck off of your flarp costume. Wait, that's not a flarp costume. That's a hoodie with a jagged cerulean symbol. A different symbol on it. Loose-fitting, as though it belonged to a friend.
No, the streams are crossing again, Logan.
Half memories swim in your mind as you take in the scene, just as familiar as your clothing. A stump sitting in a clearing between the trunks of purple-treed Algerian forest. A harpoon sticks out of it. Oh no! This stump would typically fill you with unease, an aura of death and defeat, but a squirrely silhouette cuts through the darkness, and you step further into the clearing and feel your heart lift. Sitting there on the stump, kicking bare feet back and forth, tilting her head to the side and smiling impishly, is your friend, Boldaire Lamedy. You remember her. You remember her!
Oh god. Who is this bitch, Logan? Tell me what to do.
I would do a very nice voice, like...
Oh, okay. My first thought was Gremlin.
Gremlin? I don't know, she seems very nice.
Well, she could be a nice Gremlin.
Okay, nice Gremlin.
Yeah, she's like Secret Squirrel. Oh wait, hang on. Let me try and do Secret Squirrel. I just have to remember what the fuck Secret Squirrel sounds like, so we're opening YouTube right now. I remember the theme song to Secret Squirrel. I can hear it in my head, but... I remember Morocco Mole, what he sounds like. Just do a Sandy Cheeks voice.
Yeah, there you go. But that's also Southern.
Fuck, you're right.
It is forbidden to talk to the dry.
Howdy.
Sorry, Morocco.
Well, I'll be.
A secret coded message is being rushed to Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel, you motherfucker.
Top secret assignment for us.
He just sounds like, what the fuck is that pink cat's name? Not the Pink Panther.
All right.
What's that one cat's name? You know what I'm talking about, Logan?
What?
That one cat that wears the tie
In the car.
and the
You
hat?
wait here. I'll be down soon.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but fuck, I could not do an impression.
And he
of
has that fucking suspicious.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
the Secret Squirrel sounds like the same fucking voice. List of fictional cats in animation. Hang on. No, why can't it be by... Does anyone know who I'm talking about? Sassafras, yes!
I know. Yeah.
So we want a kindly gremlin noir detective.
Yes.
Okay. Psst. I mean, that one didn't need a voice, but I thought I should know ahead of time. Fancy seeing you here. That's a joke. I'm a figment of your imagination who was expecting you the whole time.
She pats the stump next to her in an inviting gesture, and you sit down. You feel less adrift than you can ever remember. You tell her you missed her.
Oh. Wait, is she still whispering?
Yes.
Okay. Because of the parentheses, it seems like it's all whispering. Is that her quirk, is that she whispers all the time?
Oh, because she's a detective?
Yeah. Like,
Secrets.
I'm imagining you're just like, see? Or the quirk is just your parentheses, but that's also how people type to denote that they're whispering in real life. So I'm like, is it both? We're gonna say it's both, and I'm gonna ASMR. Of course you did. You've gotten yourself into a real mess, dear friend.
You ask about all your old friends. Sitting next to you, they flip through your mind clear as day, as though the memories were never locked away in the first place. How are Tagora and Gallic doing? Has
Both
she
of
run
those are Star
into
Wars planets.
Ardada? Ardada again? What's going on in the neighborhood? Do folks miss you?
And what about Jakku?
Jakku! The last question collapses her wry smile into a genuine crestfallen expression.
I can't really tell you that for sure. You've seen it for yourself just how much he can do. There's a whole other disturbance in this neighborhood and it has his nefarious fingerprints all over it. It's almost like he was preparing for this. But I try to stay one step ahead, and I remember what I'm fighting for. Do you?
The question is arresting. What are you doing? Even with your memory cloud, you've just been bumbling into other people's stories, breaking things as you go.
Well, there's nothing wrong with breaking things. It's like they say. Sometimes you have to compromise a few unfertilized cluck-beast embryo in the name of a complete breakfast.
You tell her you haven't had a good breakfast in ages. One of the places you were at had swords in the fridge. Also, you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. I can read.
You're going where the river takes you. But things are different now. There's a great power within you that you are just now realizing. The power to shape the river, to use its waters to scour the lands as you please. The power even he fully doesn't understand.
You look down at your hands. Sitting next to her, you start to remember the green room, the story you've fallen into. You tell her there's so much broken, you have no idea how to fix it. You tell her you wish she was real, not just in your head. She'd know what to do. She tilts her head again, inquisitively.
Am I, though? Just in your head, I mean. The story is only broken if you accept that it's broken. If you think of the story as something given to you. But it's not. Puppet masters may try and tell you that the strings they're pulling are the only ones.
As she says this, her head jerks back. Oddly, but she continues whispering, calm as ever.
Don't be afraid. Don't let anyone tell you that the story belongs to them. Not him. Not anyone.
You feel it too. It feels like thread tugging at your body. At hers even more. Her limbs twitch and pull in gruesome pantomime as more and more strings loop around her and disappear skyward. They nearly surround her completely, but you are powerless to resist. Paralyzed.
It's for you. It's always been for you. Remember, friend, the only question.
She only manages to spit out 4 more words as she is swallowed up and tangled in a spider web of marionette string, choked and broken.
What? Well, you do. So, what's this? Actual story development for MSPA reader? I guess.
The whole scene seems to melt away in a searing green, and you are falling, dancing beneath the skilled hands controlling you. He is here. He was already. The ticking of 1,000 clocks, exactly in time, echoes around you.
Oh, this douchebag.
This bitch. Can I do this one?
Yeah, you should.
Well, no, because I have to do MSPA reader, right?
I mean, I can do the narration for this if you want.
Okay.
I don't think it's that big a deal. That we switch off.
Did you miss me? I seem to be on your mind. I'm flattered. It's no wonder you're thinking about me just after meeting one of my greatest disappointments. You really do spend too much time around willful little girls. It may start to give you ideas. Ideas of choice, of challenge. You're relevant because those holding the strings decide you're relevant, an observer. The show must go on, but don't make the mistake these little ingrates did. It can go on without you, the bits that really matter, at least. What's that? Am I doing this? I'm afraid not, darling. I don't even know what you're referring. God, why is his waist so snatched?
Can someone make a meme? And it's that one that's like, be careful who you make fun of in high school, and on the right is Doc Scratch, and on the left it's the Pixar lamp.
Tears sear at the edge of your eyes again. You try to keep Baudelaire's words in your mind as the strings squeeze the breath out of you. What will you do? Another voice seems to answer from another place, entirely, scratchy and loud. It says, "Fix this."
I guess so, Nate. I don't know.
Let me see. Actually, let me do. Because I think I want to do Terezi next. When she comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Fix. Fix this. Is that good, Terezi?
I don't fucking know what Terezi's supposed to sound like, to be honest. Wait, was it
You wake
Terezi?
up. I do think that's Terezi.
Does Terezi do
Scratchy.
eyes? I thought she did.
She does, but I'm not sure if it would show up in her, if like her quirk would show up in them just hearing it.
I mean, I feel like isn't it kind of weird to not do it if her thing is coming out next week? I mean, it's the next one in any case.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Terezi because Terezi said that to John.
Yeah.
With the retcon.
I don't know. I feel like it's weird not to do the quirk, I guess. I'm so used to them.
You wake up. Cold stone and draft greets you. Charming. You blearily open your eyes, memories of the dream already fading to wisps in your mind. You're in the cluttered bedroom. The cluttered respite block that you're sure is Vriska's, based on the broken 8 balls scattered everywhere. You pick yourself up off the ground and try to think about how you got here. You passed out back on the brigantine. She must have brought you home. But where is she? You turn around and see a window. You look outside and see a dramatic scene below. Vriska is mind-controlling a group of thralls. One she must have won off the Dreadclaw while you were out cold. They're marching one by one towards a massive web. Perched in the web is a giant spider, heaving, hulking, hungry. Vriska's about to feed the losers of this game to her lesses.
No, more saves.
More saves.
I mean, wouldn't intervene get us killed immediately?
Let's go! Intervene!
Vriska's another one where I'm like, is this supposed to be a trick out? Because I don't see how this wouldn't get us murdered.
Holy shit. This is supposed to be a game. These innocent kids are getting fed to a fucking spider. It's all because of your definitely essential contributions to Vriska's victory. This is so... What's happening? Oh. I have to... Whoops. I haven't touched my screen too long. Games don't cause This is so messed up. Games don't cause violence, you think, as you rush down the stairwell? They can't. Vriska's going to discredit an entire generation of gamers and add fuel to the fire of anti-gaming activism with this kind of behavior.
Jeez.
Oh, and also kill some kids. That's like normal alternative stakes, though. You've got to defend the integrity of Fortnite. That's much more important, obviously.
No, sad Vriska.
Sad Vriska!
Sad Vriska!
You rush out into the late night air, too late to save or a tranquilized, mind-controlled olive blood from being torn asunder. Vriska's Lessus holds the troll boy in her forelegs, pedipalps tearing through clothing, and Kate, why? Tearing into gray flesh, feeding a winding intestine into her mouth.
Little spaghetti. The flavor.
Thanks. I hate it. You feel like you're gonna yarts. You have no idea what you're doing, standing out here alone against a giant monster that's gaggle of mind-controlled thralls. But you gulp down some air and yell, "Stop!"
Oh, sad Vriska.
Vriska turns to you, and she doesn't look like she's doing a lot better, frankly. She's got a similarly sick expression on her face, but something in her eyes is dead, resigned. Her expression couples into a scowl.
What the fuck are you doing?
She squints her one eye in pain like there's a voice screaming inside her head.
I know, okay? I know! I'm dealing with it!
She steps up towards you, and you see cerulean dice appear one at a time between her fingers. The dice are sparking with cold blue flame. You suddenly feel as though you're going to have a very, very bad time.
Oh, the thing. Sans?
Yeah. Sans!
Sans? First you fall asleep on me like a weenie and I have to fight the last encounter all on my own. Then I carry you back to safety even though we just met. You owe me. Turn around and go back. Now.
You look past her at the giant spider. The awful noise of squelching has stopped. 8 eyes are trained on you, blinking out of order. A splattered palette of multicolored blood is smeared all over her savoring mouth. There's 7 trolls still standing there beside her, mindless, mouths lolling. Next. You don't turn around. You don't go back. You stand your ground, unarmed and without a plan. Surely your new friend will see how wrong this is. Vriska looks hurt for a moment, betrayed, but the same glare settles back on her face.
You think you're a big hero stopping this dangerous bitch, right? Happy as a bivalve mollusk about your little protagonist moment. You're being stupid. You don't understand what's happening here. What I have to do. You can't fix this. Nobody can. So now you're just another little weenie who thinks they're a hero and I'm a villain. So sure, I'll play ball. I'll be exactly what you want.
She tosses the dice on the ground. The dice glow with a blue flame as they tumble to a stop. An ethereal web materializes and snaps around your ankles, and you are dragged dizzyingly fast towards the spider's web. The friction of your ass on the rocky cliff face tears the butt off your flirt costume, exposing your delicate cheeks chafing. Your greatest asset!
They're like, oh, it's getting too serious, gotta make another ass joke. It has been 0 hours since our last ass joke.
But things get far worse than that as you are flung directly into the clutches of a horrific arachnid. The fangs of Vriska's Lessus pierce your skin and pulp you full of numbing venom that causes everything to fade to black and static numbness. Which is good because she's beginning to eat you alive. It's also good because you can't see or hear a little girl sniffle, holding herself with crossed arms, one mechanical, and rocking back and forth, watching another friend consumed by this chaos that never leaves her. Great work, hero. You got Vord!
There it is. I was waiting for the Vord joke.
Yeah!
Oh, Vriska.
Aww. Vriska!
I've never cared about MSPA Reader in my life, and I'm not about to start now. Oh, Vriska. Hey, hide in a room and wait.
Yeah. Okay. Holy shit. Vriska's Lessus is a giant spider monster that eats children. This explains so much. It also raises a significant number of questions that you're going to think about while not watching these kids get eaten. You look for something to distract yourself with. You spot a black raggedy book, much older than anything else in this room, with Vriska's symbol on the cover. You reach for it and open it up, flipping to a random page and seeing what looks like a journal scrawled with cerulean, but not Vriska's handwriting from your character sheet. Looking inside the first page, you see the name Mindfang. You read, and holy shit, you're very unsure this is appropriate for a young girl to be reading. You're just flipping through to different parts, and wow, it just gets worse. Vriska named her character after this?
Yes.
You lose yourself in hate reading Mindfang's long stories about petty crime, dubious consent, and weirdly detailed descriptions of the outfits of a woman named Red Flare.
No.
You're surprised then, when Vriska walks up the stairs, hands in her pockets, looking at the ground.
Now it's the real sad stuck.
Oh, sad stuck?
Oh, sad stuck!
She doesn't even look at you before sitting down on the floor across from you, cross-legged and staring 1,000 yards in the distance. She rocks back and forth, hands still in her pockets. You go to give her a reassuring pat on the back. As soon as you touch her metal shoulder, cold even through her shirt, she turns to you with a jumping glare and hisses like a cat before facing away again. You get the message.
It's funny because like there's always such long stretches of time where the trolls aren't really described as like animalistic anymore because they're pretty normal, and then all of a sudden they're like, she hisses at you, and I'm like, oh right,
animal. She takes an 8-ball out of her inventory again and then savagely, brutally beats it onto the stone floor of her room until it's nothing but shards in a puddle. Then the two of you sit. She occasionally picks through the debris of the 8-ball and rocks, clenching and unclenching her fist, but as the minutes pass, her breathing slows bit by bit. You don't say a word or bring up what happened. She's the one who talks first.
Earlier you seemed like confused about why I care so much about playing a character.
She thumbs the dog-eared edges of a worn piece of paper in her sharp-clawed hand, staring at the wall. She's still got blood on her jacket, blood that almost makes you retch with the memory of spidery mandibles devouring her spoils. One glimpse of it makes you sick. What would dozens do? Hundreds.
I mean, it seems obvious to me that the Marquise is the greatest and coolest character ever made. But I've been her for so long, it's sort of like a part of me. Everybody's throwing shapes every day and acting like something, right? But most people are so boring! They don't dress up, they don't act. They're always so obsessed with being the exact kind of troll they were yesterday. Maybe you don't have to be the same. Maybe you can go on message boards and try out being someone new and find out you like it. Maybe it's nice to be called something your Lucis doesn't call you. I meet people who only ever knew you as the girl online or on the other ship who's like super badass and good at things. Come on. You can't tell me you've never wanted to be someone else.
You've edged a bit closer to her during the rant and are looking at the sheet of paper in her hand. It's a spreadsheet-looking series of boxes she's filled with red ink.
Oh, jeez. Name, Marquis Spinner at Mindfang. Class, Petticoat Seagrift. Gender, F! Levels, all of them.
She's doodled all over the margins, art of her captaining ships and swinging swords and drinking out of goblets.
F for gender.
Have you ever wanted to be... Yes!
She's dead. Gender is dead. Vriska killed her. F.
To be someone...
Sorry, go ahead.
The question makes you uncomfortable. Just pondering who you are now fills you with unease. Fuck playing a character. Filling out a sheet like this for yourself seems impossible. A piece of paper representing all your physical and mental attributes, a blank canvas, the common outlines thereon defining the boundaries of every conceivable personality. You don't even know how you fill in the gender box. You've been busy making friends, okay? Suddenly she turns on you, and there's a desperate kind of crazy intensity in her good eye. Like her gaze will burn you.
You're going to leave, aren't you? No, yeah, of course. Everybody does. Do you think I like this? I used to have a partner. She didn't like it either, but she helped anyway. Like you, I guess, except she didn't puke when she saw blood. And also not like you at all. She made rules. She loves rules. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not, like, big on those. Gambling queens broke rules all the time, and that's just what you gotta do to survive. To make the voice stop haranguing me. And, like, she heard her Lucis in her head, too. But she didn't need anything from her. What's that even like? I've got to be the best. I have to. I didn't get all the levels just to look at them on the sheet. You saw me out there. It's dangerous. She tried to kill me and left me alone. And then I got even because that's what you have to do to backstabbers. But I still don't feel even. It doesn't even bother her. Nobody ever cares. They just leave and move on, and I'm still stuck here on this stupid world. How are people mad at me for putting losers out of their fucking misery? This planet fucking sucks.
Hoo boy, that's a lot. You let her finish her tirade. She hasn't looked straight at you for the whole thing. You gently ask about how her morale, who you did just befriend, would feel about her saying she's alone. You see a lot of thoughts flicker through her head, and a lot of expressions dance across her face. She settles onto the look that she's smelling something off.
People always want shit from other people. Sometimes you know somebody, and you can't describe, like, what your whole deal is. You grow up with these ideas about what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to be. You get handed down these strict categories, tables in your player's handbook. And you read stories or journals or whatever that say, this is a mate spit. You feel like this about them. And you have a Moirail that meddles with you because you're just too broken for her and she just wants. Or you get told, oh, this is what a rival looks like, and then you look at your black date and it's just an absolutely repulsive, slimy eel who always wants you to kiss him and ew. Man, I could really upgrade in that department. But then there's someone that comes along and none of that stuff makes sense to you. You just like being with her. Or it's not even like you just feel like shit makes more sense with her. I would say it's like you have this voice in your head saying you're not good enough all the time. But she makes it quiet, but I actually do have a voice in my head saying I'm not good enough. God, I'm not explaining this right. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, that's a doomsday device. Everyone leaves, nobody cares, and we're all waiting on a call up to war. And look, I'm ready. I'm the best at war. It's just a big flarp. But I'd rather have a plan B.
You give Vriska a moment to breathe. You don't give her a reassuring touch on the back, remembering her jump and hiss when you tried last. She's like a feral cat. This girl, tangled, greasy hair droops over her shoulders that are always hunched up, like something would come for her throat if she exposed it to anyone. You wonder if she ever let her shoulders down around the girl she's talking about. An ex, perhaps? Of course she did. You wonder if she ever will again. You hear a psst in your ear, and a squirrely little laugh, and suddenly remember a green room, and that you've had this thought before. Somehow. You ask her the question that's been consuming you. Or more accurately, not consuming you. Why were you left up here when everyone else got fed to the spider? She tenses up immediately when you ask this, and takes some time to clench her fists, then releases them.
Some people are off limits. She has to eat, but she doesn't eat my friends when I bring her enough food.
Are you counted as off limits? You're one of her friends?
Oh my god, don't get a big head about it. I wouldn't let her eat Carcat either, and he's not like my BFFC for life or anything. Plus, you helped me out, and that's the pirate code. Plus, Fussy Fangs would be mad.
It must be hard separating trolls into two classes. Friends and food. Like that. It must be hard, and nobody understands.
Yes. I mean,
Got
that's
him.
how it... There you go.
Got him!
Got him! Got him. I mean, that's how it works here. Everybody's got someone to kick down on. Except Rustbloods, but them's the breaks. Somebody's got to be on the bottom to keep the whole shebang afloat. Killing people lower down than you is what all the school feeds say you're supposed to do. To get ready for a life of space war against... Well, it mostly seems like they just kill more lowbloods. That's all it ever is. My ancestor...
She looks left and right, as though she's going to be overheard, then leans in smirkingly. She sounds like she's letting you in on a circuit.
Secret with a K.
Secret.
Silly.
Stop! A secret.
I was saying the text was silly, not you. My ancestor Mindfang. She sailed around being the terror of the high seas for a while, but she fell in with a group that was going to do something about all that. A bunch of weirdos led by a mutant who wanted revolution. I've always wanted to be like her. I like using her name more than my own for a while. Dressing up like her, learning to sail. But I always end up back here with a pile of corpses. That's having a Lucis, right? Sometimes you don't get to do what you want to do. She talks to me, you know? It only stops when she's full. Always, 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 always whispering in my head. Saying I was fatter than her, saying I deserved all the things that happened to me. Even when I was bleeding out on this floor.
You look at the cold, cluttered, uncomfortably drafty room. Whatever happened to her face and arm must have happened here. You see a broken figure silhouetted on the wall. You look back at Vriska, and you know what she is. For all the bombasts, insults, killing, you're looking at a survivor. You're looking at someone who did nothing wrong.
Yay!
Yeah! You remember Dave's carefully crafted defense of Persona. You remember Rose eating oatmeal for dinner in a drafty brutalist mansion. Jade in the shadow of a volcano, raising herself. Your world can be as brutal as this one. Earth makes survivors too. You have made a difference for them, one at a time. All this nihilistic bullshit earlier feels like it was shouted at you by some meddling voice, someone holding the strings. Fuck that. You're gonna be a goddamn hero today. You're gonna make friends with this whole fucking planet if you have to. You're going to make it better, or at least less of a complete dumpster. You tell Vriska you'll be right back and sprint down a spiral staircase.
Oh jeez.
Get her!
Oh jeez!
You keep running, pumping your beautiful legs straight out the door of Vriska's giant hive. You don't have to color inside the lines of someone else's story. This is your motherfucking narrative now. You take a leap when you reach the cliff and barrel over, falling fast, wind whipping past your face as you tumble through the air towards the giant white spider. A leap not of faith but of hope. You crash into the carapace of Vriska's terrible murder mom, hard cracking it with a pierced screech.
How much do we
At the
weigh?
same time, you...
How much do we weigh?
Zap! Hundreds of feet above the mouth of the volcano on Jade's planet, and kick off the back of the spider, leaving the giant troll-gorged arachnid tumbling into the lava as you zap back to Alternia back to Vriska's respite block. Bruh!
Kill abusers! Kill abusers!
Kill abusers! You appear behind her. She doesn't notice you. She's looking out her window, down at the empty web, with a shocked expression. Still looking out the window, her stunned silence turns slowly into a grin someone less generous than you would describe as shit-eating.
Oh god, her name's the No! Holy shit, Lotus Logan! You actually did something! Hell fucking yes! Hyperclap. Do you remember when people would hyperclap that like thing?
Yeah.
In the Guinness book?
Yeah.
Alright, I was looking at chat that whole time. Nate, petition, and then Kudo, it's okay, take your time. And Patrick's, it's okay, Rocky, take your time. Arani is crazy, true.
Now, bro.
Now, bro, get him!
Now, bro.
Now
really
we
good.
put bro in the volcano.
Abusive parents go in the volcano!
Exactly. That was good.
Those are really
Ladies
good.
and
This was a
gentlemen,
really good volume.
we got him.
Thank you,
Alright,
kiddo.
where do those end? Where do these end up on your list? Lotus? Lotus?
I don't know. I mean, I love Vriska, so I'm biased, but I'm still not sure if Vriska's quite passes Jade's. But I think I'd put it in second. I don't remember what my ranking was, but I'll say it's Jade and then Vriska, and then Gamzee is like high middle.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe lower than high middle, because I don't know. Gamzee's cool, and it was well written, but I still like him, so he like naturally gets docked points.
That's what Homestuck is.
That's what Homestuck is. It's true.
We really should have played Friends.
We need to. But I don't like Friendsim. It's a combination of I don't like Friendsim as much, especially compared to Pesterquest, and also something always gets in the way. I'm sick, or you're sick, or your power is out, or I'm not at home, or like it's always something.